When the Stars Wept. The stars had gone dim over Erebos Prime, their light drowned by the storms of the endless war. For 1,000 years, the Human Alliance and the Virith Dominion had fought across the spiral arms of the galaxy, leaving only ruins and ghosts in their wake. The war had long ceased to be about victory. It was about survival, about proving that love, mercy, and memory still mattered in a universe that had forgotten all three. Captain Kale Wren, a decorated pilot of the Terran Vanguard, had lost everything: his homeworld, his crew, and the laughter that once filled his heart. He flew now like a shadow through enemy systems, his starfighter a scar in motion. But one night, while fleeing through the crimson storms of the Virith Nebula, his ship was struck by a gravitational rift and torn from reality itself. When he awoke, the stars were wrong, the colors too bright, the silence almost alive. His ship floated near the wreckage of an ancient station, and someone was calling out for help. He found her among the debris, an alien woman, her form both fragile and luminous. Her skin shimmered like polished glass, her hair silver with threads of starlight. She was Liara, a Virith biotechnologist, stranded and dying. Her ship had fallen victim to the same rift that claimed his. When he pulled her aboard, his instincts screamed enemy, but her eyes told another story. They were not the cold serpentine eyes of the Dominion. They were full of pain, and something like longing. Liara, why save me? You should have let the void finish what your war began. Kale, because I'm tired of watching everything die. Days passed in the silence of the nebula. Kale repaired his ship with her help. She stabilized its systems using Virith biotechnology far beyond human science. In that strange, glowing half-light, they began to talk. Cautiously at first, like two predators forced to share the same cave. But then the walls began to fall. She told him of her people's desperation, how the Dominion enslaved its own kind, how even she, a scientist, was forced to create weapons that horrified her. Kale told her of Earth's fall, of the oceans burning, of how hope had become a rumor. One night, as plasma storms painted the nebula violet, Liara stood by the viewport, watching lightning ripple through the cosmic clouds. Liara, do you know what I see in storms, Kyle? Kale, death. Liara, I see rebirth, the universe tearing itself apart to make something new. She smiled faintly, and he realized he'd never seen something so heartbreakingly beautiful. Over the following weeks, they found themselves bound by a shared wound, two exiles from dying worlds who'd forgotten how to dream. When Liara laughed for the first time, it was like hearing sunlight again. When Kale brushed her hand, she didn't flinch. She looked up at him, her silver eyes reflecting the flicker of starlight, and whispered, "Maybe the war is only over when we stop believing we can love. But fate is cruel to those who defy it." When the rift began to close, the nebula started collapsing. Kale's ship was pulled toward a gravity well, and the only way to escape was to use Liara's core crystal, the power source of her suit. Removing it would mean her death. Kale refused. Kale, we'll find another way. Liara, there isn't one. Kale, I won't let you die. Liara, smiling softly, then live for me. She touched his cheek, warmth and light passing through his skin like liquid fire. Her body began to dissolve into luminescent fragments, the crystal glowing brighter than the stars. The ship burst free of the nebula just as it imploded, leaving only silence behind. Kale wept in the cockpit, her last words echoing in his mind. When you see the stars, remember me. I'll be in their light. Years passed. The war ended, or perhaps it simply burned itself out. Kale rose to become a commander in the new Galactic Accord, helping rebuild what was left of the galaxy. Yet every night he returned to the same place, the edge of the nebula where Liara vanished. The storm still glowed faintly there, like her eyes, like her laughter. One evening, his sensors detected something impossible, a life signal pulsing from within the nebula. Faint, unstable, but familiar. Against every order, Kale flew into the storm. The colors engulfed him, the same way they had that night. And then he saw her. Not a ghost, not a memory, but light, shaped like her, radiant and alive. Liara, you found me again. Kale, through tears. I never stopped looking. He reached out, and the light touched him. His ship's system surged with impossible energy. In that moment, his heart, his ship, and her essence merged. human and Virith, life and light. Together, they became something new, something beyond the reach of death or time. Centuries later, travelers through the Virith Nebula tell stories of the Star Guardian, a phantom ship of golden light that appears in the storms, guided by two souls bound by love eternal. Some say they protect lost vessels. Some say they're searching for home, but the old ones whisper another name for them, the last hope of the stars. And in the silent heart of the nebula, the light never fades,